And Costa del Lago from Traffic Watch has made it 3 from 6 and won the Sires Produce Stakes. And the way she's won it, she's looking for a whole lot more ground. Basta, look, the thing about it is, Basta was using the whip at the 1200. He had the whip on the fillet on the turn, but over the last 200 metres, he didn't need the whip. Just an amazing run, isn't it? Incredible the way she races. 370, 150, 180 and 160. 1310 Quinella. Trifecta, $63.50. She's not the sort of horse you want to be on in the run, Graham, but by golly, can't she find the line?
Yeah, well summed up, Hilton. Yes, the Smoke-Free Adelaide Cup feature racing on Monday at Morphettville. But we have the 4th at Rose Hill coming your way. Let's get the latest on this event. Here's Ian.
Well, Graham, it's a fairly open race. Equal on track, numbers 2 Sweet Chloe and 5 Dane Beam. Sweet Chloe first up for 12 months. 12 months to the day yesterday when she won the big youngsters race at Scone. There was money for her mid-stages of betting, and she's just eased on the last 5 minutes. Dane Beam out a little. Now, at longer odds, Sybil, who was scratched from Scone yesterday, has met with just a fraction of support, as has number 8, Isla Christina. So, it is wide. It is very wide. On the tote, the clear-cut favourite in New South Wales is number 5, and that's Dane Beam, and she's 350 and 140. Moving in well, Boston coming forward. That'll pave the way for the last 3 previous. To be fair, Darren Beedman. Pretty impressive. Number 4 beat 3 Beryl, 7 Boreal, and 6 Time to Remember. I think a good form race. The second won by 9 Warrior Trader, the rank outsider in the small field, led throughout. And Just Fame, Scott Pollard, number 6, won the first. Now, over here at the 1100 metres, we've got one to come up, and that's Kiverton. Kiverton about to be led forward now in the Lone Star colours. She's in now, and all is in readiness. This is the 4th of the day at Rose Hill Garden. Stand by for a start. Ready to run. Starter has the button. Soon be off here. Dane Beam the inside, racing now. Girl of Illuminaire seemed to blunder, missed it a half length, and Sweet Chloe straight to the lead, but Girl of Illuminaire collecting herself and pressing Sweet Chloe for the lead. Dane Beam third. Isla Christina settles for, then Shanxi Com here, followed by Boston Sybil. Then Kiverton. Second last is Flying Ella, and last Runs on Dreams. They work down towards the 650, and Girl of Illuminaire showing plenty of speed. 2 Sweet Chloe. 3/4 to a length, Dane Beam, followed closely by Isla Christina at the 600. Com here inside Shanxi and Boston, then Sybil, Kiverton, Runs on Dreams, and bringing up the rear is Flying Ella as they come around the corner, and Girl of Illuminaire about 2 horses off the rails, a couple of lengths clear now, nearly 3 in fact. Second Posse again starting to pick up some ground is Sweet Chloe, followed by Dane Beam, and the rider's gone for the whip on it, and Com here's coming between the leaders, and then Isla Christina as they race to the 150, and the Kevin Moses train. Com here hits the front. Former top jockey Kev, he's going to win his first race as a trainer. Com here holds its rivals. Com here, and Com here has beaten Sweet Chloe, Isla Christina, and Kiverton from Runs on Dreams, and then a gap. Sybil, Dane Beam, Girl of Illuminaire walked the last 250 and beat 3 in Boston, Shanxi and Flying Ella. Well done, little Aussie Butler. Number 4, Com here, ridden by Darren Beedman. Wouldn't that give Darren a big kick to win a race for Kevin Moses? Well, that's a wonderful performance by Kev. He's only got a couple of horses, and he hasn't been training for all that long. And that's the first or the second start that he's given that mare. And it's only her second run since the 17th of November. She was a bit out of her depth first up from that long spell in the Sapphire at Randwick during the Carnival. But she's raced very, very well here today by De Heer from Comic, hence the name Com here. And raced by Mr. G.W. Lavender, and has paid $9.70 and $2.90. Number 2, second, Sweet Chloe, has paid $1.80. James Innes for Albert Stapleford, great run, first up for 12 months. And number 8, Isla Christina, third. Scott Pollard for Frank Cleary, second up from a lengthy break, $3.10. Number 3 ran fourth, Kiverton, and the 5th and 6th to follow. 4, 2, 8 and 3. The jockey situation now, that takes Darren on to 74.5 on the Jockeys Premiership list. Corey Brown 76, 75 Chris Muntz, 74 and a half Darren Beedman. And did I, Brucey Cox, my capable offsider, notice a little bit of joy when Darren passed the post on Comique, waving to probably his little mate, Kev. Yeah. Many a battle has been fought out on the racetrack. Tooth and nail struggle between Moses and Beedman. And here's Darren coming back on Comique. Scored officially by a length and a quarter with a long head second and third, 104.44, 34.46 the sectional time. Like many of us, he's starting to lighten up and grey up in the coat, Kevin Moses. He's tending to, yes, have a greyish hairstyle. Very, very suitable, I'd say, very distinguished looking. But I can imagine the warmness that he would experience as this mare comes back to the enclosure. Here are the totes in full. The superfecta numbers prefacing those, 428359, 428359.
And well done, Darren and Kevin Moses. Of course, Alan Bailey, we heard on 2KY this morning that he had dropped to come here off to do some racing here in Sydney under the care of Kevin Moses. And that was a smart move by Alan Bailey. Well done, Kev. And they're very, very good friends. I dare say that of all the recent wins by Darren Beedman in his charge to endeavour to win the Jockeys Premiership, none would give him more thrill than winning that for his mate, Kevin Moses.
Last week, so good luck.
And it's in the Goodwood handicap later on. We'll be to Greg Miles after this.
Quite strange, how the time goes, watching the wind blow.
In blue colours, Largo has the inside gate. Ready now. May Costas jumped away very well on the inside. Easy Virtue began fast. Kelchek was away swiftly. And showing speed too is Palais and Istanza. Settling down now, they go past 1,000. Palais through on the inside is a narrow leader from Istanza. Kelchek wide out. May Costas fourth the rail. Then French Nip, Easy Virtue, Century Girl the outside. 2 lengths to Dinnigan, Largo the rail. They're followed by Mystic Ellen, Miss Academics, 2 lengths away in last place. At the 650, Palais led by ahead to Istanza. Wonder May Costas right behind the leading duo, followed by Kelchek and then French Nip. 2 lengths to Largo on the inside, trailed by Easy Virtue, Century Gal and Dinnigan. And then came Mystic Alan, Miss Academic. Coming around the turn, it's Palais narrowly. May Costas can come through on the inside. The gap's opened up on the fence. Wider out then is Istanza. Kelchek is deeper. Easy Virtue, Century Gal coming wide. French Nip waits on a run and Dinnigan in the straight there across the track down to the 250. May Costas gets through on the inside. Palais on her outside. Istanza, Kelchek. Here's Mystic L coming down the outside. Might blow them all out with about 50 to go. She's swept up. Miss Academic coming hard. Mystic L in front. Mystic L wins it by a head to Miss Academic. 2 lengths away third. Palais just grabbing that ahead of Largo. Kelchek may cost us every chance. They were trailed then by French Step and Dinnigan. Istanza weakening and then Century Gal and Easy Virtue. Mystic L is the winner, number 7. Greg Childs, Tony Vasil, she'll pay $18.80 and $5. Big start to the quaddie. Miss Academic coming from last. She's failed by about a head. These first and second horses sweeping down the outside to blow away the horses who look to be battling it out closer to the inside rail near the 150 metre mark. Palais will hold third after leading them up, it would appear, but we'll wait for that to come through. Official 7, 12 and the third number to come. It's between Palais and Kelchek. There's not a great deal in that right on the wire actually. 7, 12 and the third number goes to 2 Palais. So 7, 12, 2. Fourth in number 3 Kelchek. 112.41 was the winner's time. So a bit of a surprise result for most punters there. Mystic L first up. Promise Bill, her better performances have been at 14 and 1600 metres, and she hadn't yet won from hadn't even placed in 2 previous first up encounters. So she caught punters on the hop a little, coming with a sweeping run to take out the first leg of the quaddie. Numbers 7, 12, 2, race 4 Caulfield.
Right in Adelaide, here's Ian.
Thanks, Graham. Now the favourite Provokes. Looking good winning at Randwick at her last run. She's beautifully bred, Octagonal Excited Angel. And just in the last minutes, there's been a little rush for her in the ring. And it's just pushed a Twile Blur out of fraction. They were level pegging there about 3 minutes ago in the ring. So a good battle between these two, and the others not given a lot of hope. Anyway, time will tell. The race is over the 1,400 metres, and they're off. Jumped in a beautiful line too, and Luxury Ride is just going to lead at Twile Blur and Corelli. From Provokes Go Ziggy and Bonbird last. Now, who is going to lead? Going to the 1,200 at the end of 200 metres now is going to be Luxury Ride. And Luxury Ride about a half length on Corelli, who's the grey. Provokes has found herself out pretty wide, so Beedman's pressing forward, and it will race up to the quarters of the leader now on the Octagonal filly. And as they go by the 1,000 marker, Luxury Ride quickens up marginally. Length and a half on Provokes. Corelli third at Twile Blur is running fourth on the back of Provokes. And then Go Ziggy, and Absolute is Bonbird. The 6 of them race along the side of the track now towards the 700, and Luxury Ride leads the way, 3/4 of a length on Provokes. In third position, Corelli parked over on the inside of a Twile Blur, first up since last December. Go Ziggy being second last, and 2.5 to Bonbird being hunted along as they move to the bend. Under the 500 mark, a little or no change in the order. Luxury Ride's been in front from just after they jumped, and swings about a half length on Provokes, a length at Twile Blur, Corelli, Go Ziggy and Bonbird. At the 300 marker, and Luxury Ride, they've got to catch Luxury Ride at the moment. She's about 2 lengths clear on a Twile Blur. Provoke struggles. Go Ziggy on the outside is making ground. The rider draws the whip on Luxury Ride. It's Luxury Ride holding its rivals. Go Ziggy in second posse, but it's Luxury Ride cleverly ridden. Luxury Ride down to the line from Go Ziggy and a Twile Blur, followed by Bonbird, Corelli and Provokes. Well done, Brent Stanley. Number 6 in the Cerise and Yellow Diamonds, Cerise Sleeves and Cerise Cap, the daughter of Flying Spur and Be My Spirit, has led pretty well all the way. And on the tote in New South Wales, about $12 the win and $4 the place. It'll pay exactly $12.80 and $4 as we have a look on another monitor. Luxury Ride, trained by Gerald Ryan, and has clocked up 124.36, 34.62 the sectional. I don't know whether Provokes handled the sting out of the ground, quite honestly. She seemed to have every possible chance. So did a Twile Blur, and Luxury Ride, well, he dictated beautifully, Brent, and Luxury Ride gets the prize 6.43 and 2. 6.43 and 2. A length along neck, 124.36, 34.62, and the runner-up, number 4, namely paid $12.80 and $4. Number 4, $3.90. No third for 3. Quinella, $47. Exacta, $98.80. The trifecta, $392.70. The first 4, 6.432, $1,297 neat. And there is no more.
Righto, Ian of Gold. It was a nice run last time out, Trail of Gold. Night Chaser, 31. And then go over to the others. Now, the best of them looks to be Dreamworks at $7.90. And, Devilina, number 15, probably the favourite at $4.40. Well, it's certainly vying for favouritism. See, with Pfizer at $4.20. So Pfizer and Devilina the best. Backed ahead of Dreamworks. Double-figure odds, the others headed by Keys. Caulfield. Let's check it out for the next. St. Christoph and Royal Guardian, 1 and 5. The equal top raters from 3 Rapid Waters and 2 Della Vista. Here's the tote call. It's St. Christoph 7.30, 14 Della Vista, Rapid Waters 6.30, Thong and Pushbike 4.70, 3.30 for Royal Guardian. Down to Nutcracker at $12. Others at double figure odds. And the same can be said for numbers 9, 10 and 11. Race 5, the Gippsland Sprint Final, feature race at Caulfield today. Now, approximates with that dead heat for third at Morfordville.
Field again this year, Graham. And I think the market then emphasises it's a good race. You've got Pfizer and Devilina both at 4.20. You've got the New Zealand filly Dreamworks. There's big raps on this Paul O'Sullivan filly from Matamata. And you've got a number of other horses. Damasceno had no luck in the Guineas. Paladama. There's a smart filly. Tell Someone's on the way up. Omens. It's a very good race. Gussie Godiva, there's a tip about for it from New Zealand as well. I'm in Heaven and Trail of Gold. Oh, it's a good race. And this will lead the horses onto the Oaks in 2 weeks' time at Eagle Farm after we have the Doomben Cup next Saturday. Might and Power, by the way, will be the special guest at Doomben for Doomben Cup Day next week. The Great Might and Power won this race a couple of years back, the Doomben Cup. That's next Saturday. Now here's Night Chaser coming up into the gates now. So too is Trail of Gold. Yorkshire Lass is with one of the clerks of the course. Night Chaser coming in, and there's another one, I'm in Heaven. So Gerald Ryan mightn't have fared too well on the barrier draw here. In the original draw, I'm in Heaven had barrier 20 and Trail of Gold had 19. Just won a race with Luxury Ride in Sydney. Now I'm in Heaven to come up, and Trail of Gold, and we're set to go. Devilina stands up well. Dreamworks has drawn well at barrier number 2. Tactics will be a major player here, particularly the run to the post the first time. I'm sure Muntz will hold his position till they make the turn out of the straight. Now we're waiting on Yorkshire Lass to be positioned. Now, so Yorkshire Lass has been placed in. Now, Trail of Gold's come up, and I'm in Heaven to come to the outside. We're set to go. So our favourite runners, Devilina barrier 1, Reb at the black stripes, Dreamworks barrier 2 in the green, and Pfizer's in about barrier 4, red, blue sleeves, white cap. Starting signal given. Lights go on. Set to run. Plough in Doomben Roses. Gates open. Off and racing, Night Chaser and Gussie Godiva were both slow to move at the start. Now, Devilina off the inside was the first to go. The Grey Omens is outside into the early park. Magic Skies going up with Damasceno. Dreamworks settles back 5th on the inside of Pfizer, and Keys is outside those. Then Tell Someone Paladama, Shannon Lee a little bit deep, followed by Night Chaser. Then came Darjon Fee, followed by Trail of Gold. Yorkshire Lass getting a long way back from Gussie Godiva, and I'm in Heaven last of all. It's Devilina in front at the 1,500 metres mark, 2 Magic Sky. Ahead to Omens, 3rd on the rail, 2 to Damasceno racing 4th, and there's a good speed on. 2.5 to Dreamworks on the inside of Pfizer, 1.5 to Paladama on the inside of Tell Someone. 1 1/4 to Keys, 1 to Shannon Lee, Night Chaser the fence. 2 to Darjon Fee, followed by Trail of Gold, Yorkshire Lass, and then Gussie Godiva, and I'm in Heaven last of all. Heading down the back, 1,100 to go. In the leader, Devilina by a length. Omen second. The speed slackens off a touch. Damasceno third. Magic Sky races in 4th position, and 4 lengths away came Dreamworks on the inside of Pfizer. They're striding together. Another 2 lengths to Paladama on the inside of Tell Someone. 2.5 to Keys, and neck to Shannon Lee, and 3 to Darjon Fee. On the outside, a Night Chaser, followed by Yorkshire Lass, Trail of Gold, I'm in Heaven, and Gussie Godiva sees them all. Devilina's in front, 600 to go, sneaking away from Omens. Damasceno on the fence from Magic Sky. Then came Pfizer coming into the race. Dreamworks on the fence from Paladama, Tell Someone, and further back is Keys as they round the bend. 400 metres to go. Devilina heads up for home. Omens is coming quickly, and so is Pfizer sprinting quickly with Paladama and Keys on the outside. Pfizer hit the front at the 200 metres mark. Paladama and Keys on the outside coming after them from Trail of Gold. Paladama in the middle got to a narrow lead from Keys and Pfizer. Paladama's in front, edging away, and Paladama has won from Pfizer and Keys. 4th, Trail of Gold. The next time in the race, Night Chaser from Tell Someone, Damasceno. Then came Omens, Gussie Godiva, Magic Sky, Yorkshire Lass, Dreamworks a flop, Darjon Fee, Shannon Lee, I'm in Heaven, and Devilina has run last. Stowe Motherless, the favourite, or one of them. 4, the winner, Paladama, ridden by Jason Taylor, has outstayed them in the run of the post to win. $16.30 and $3.80. 2 Pfizer to pay $2. 1 Keys, $4. I think the 2nd and 3rd horses will be improved in 2 weeks' time. And 4th in the race goes to number 7, and that was Trail of Gold. So our numbers are 4, 2, 1 and 7. What about Devilina? Well, it's bolted, I think. Muntz couldn't hold it. Going to the turn out of the straight, it took off, led by 4, 6 lengths down the back. It led around the home turn, was quickly under the gun and has weakened visibly in the straight, and the Oaks campaign would be up in the air now with it. Paladama, you know, she won here 2 runs back, and then she ran a terrific race in the Bracelet behind Magic Sky. She ran right up to that form today, and she's a very underrated filly, and she did finish just behind them in the Wakeful. in the spring at Flemington, and she just outstayed them. I thought Pfizer's run was good. Went from 1,400 to 2,000. Will be improved by the time they get to the Oaks. And I thought Keys' run was good too after finishing down the track in the Guineas. All right, so there we have it. We have the numbers. We've got 4, 2, 1 and 7. And they're official after the running of the Doomben Roses.
Thanks, Alan. Yes, she's circum-quarter. 1, 3, 6. All rating 100. And 2 for fourth. Now, Gold Lottie 13, 680 Tully Thunder, 12's She's Archie, Embraceable you at 10, Minogue, Luke Curry aboard 660. Go down to Arboretum, Darren Gouchy's mount at $4.90. Then to the Mighty Lions at $4.50. Geiger Gold's at big odds, as smooth as silk, and in fact the rest are at very big odds for race 5 at Morfettville. Luke Curry, as I said there, is to ride. Minogue, number 5, he's with Alf.
You know, it still is a wet track, but it might not be that bad that he'll be hopeless in it anyway.
It'd be nice to win a Group 1 on Minogue. Good luck.
Thanks, Al.
Luke Curry, and I've been singing his praises for a long time now, and he hasn't let me down.
Certainly hasn't, Alf. Right, that's the 5th at Morfettville, the South Australian Oaks. But right now it's time for the feature race at Caulfield. Here's Greg.
So we need St Christoph to move in. Starters heading over to the platform. St Christoph, the one they're working on at the moment. He was scratching in the barriers back on the 6th of May when he reared up. So all attention paid to him here, with an attendant staying in with him. Moving up now is Thongand Pushbike. He won it last year with 53 kilos, so he's not too badly treated at the weights. Sterling Knight had moved in, and they're set and racing, with Nutcracker one of the first to bounce out and getting away quickly in the early stages. Sterling Knight on the outside. Rancho Spark and Rapid Waters had begun swiftly, and just off them then is Royal Guardian. He's going to settle down a touch better than midfield. Della Vista's drifting back in the field as they settle fully now, and it's Rancho Spark taking a slender lead from Sterling Knight. The outside, 800 to go. Next, Nutcracker. Rapid Waters closer to the inside, ready and go on the fence. A length to Royal Guardian. St Christoph deep out, and then Della Vista, Captain Clipper, Thongand Pushbike second last, and Yellow King past the 600 metres now. Rancho Spark had the lead narrowly from Sterling Knight the outside, ready and go through on the rail. Then Rapid Waters fourth from Nutcracker, Captain Clipper and St Christoph wider out, trailed by Della Vista. Royal Guardian got shuffled back to virtually last, swinging into the straight. Thongand Pushbike and Yellow King into the straight they race now. Ready and go gets to run on the inside to tackle Rapid Waters. Rancho Spark, Sterling Knight wide out. Captain Clipper and St Christoph are coming, and Thongand Pushbike is getting a split with 100 metres to go. Rapid Waters, Thongand Pushbike pounced on him. The grey from last year, he wins it 2 years in a row. Thongand Pushbike beats Rapid Waters. Royal Guardian getting through on the inside will grab third from Della Vista. Rancho Sparks and Christoph, Captain Clipper wider out from Sterling Knight, Yellow King. Ready and go over on the inside, and Nutcracker one of the last to go over the line. When he saw daylight, he sprinted, and he's made it 2 straight in this Gippsland Sprint Final. Number 4, Thong and Pushbike. Reese Wheeler, Alan Bailey, continuing the outstanding run that the stable is experiencing. 3 in the Goodwood later on. Second placing going to Rapid Waters, model of consistency on the dry ground, and Royal Guardian will get the 3rd place. 4-3 and the 3rd number to come on race number 5, the Gippsland Sprint Final. They've run 1:11.42. 5 gets 3rd, so it's 4, 3 and 5 in the Gippsland Sprint Final. Well, he's made it 2 in a row in this race, and he was just the best weighted horse here today, without any doubt. And he got a long way back in the field. Reese had to ride for a little bit of luck, but there was plenty of room for the gap for him in the straight, and when he got through, he really sprinted after Rapid Waters, who's been racing really very, very consistently. When he strikes the right sort of track, Rapid Waters, he'll always run you a good race. Royal Guardian got shuffled right back. He settled midfield, but he was in the last bunch coming around the home turn and stayed close to the inside. And there's just a trend starting to develop here that they're getting off the track, and the better ground is wider out on the course where the winner has come. Good sprinter when he's right. Can't carry the big weights. He's only a little fellow, and when he gets down in the weights, he can really turn it on with a good finishing burst, as witnessed there. 4, 3 and 5 it was on race number 5. The official 4th place went to number 2, Della Vista, and 5th was number 1, St Christoph, in 1:11.42. Race 6, the next, and that's the Phil Healy takeout number 5. It's at 3:30.
Yes, he's only small, but he's certainly got plenty of heart, hasn't he? Okay, thanks for that, Greg. Reese World Thunder, $6.70. The race in 6. She's Archie, 11, as is Embraceable You. $6.50 Minogue. Big odds for the next 2. Arboretum is at $4.90. And then down to the Mighty Lions at $4.70. Alfie, my boy, you're running.
See that big marquee there in the background at about the 200-metre mark. It'll be full on Monday. Sursum Quarter goes in. They look right. This is the Feltex Carpets, South Australian Oaks, Group 1. One of our 5 Group 1s in this state. They're often racing a good start. From the inside, She's Archie's looking to get a trail early. Minogue out fast. Sursum Quarter's going forward today. And Gorgeous Guru is going to find the lead with a lap to go from Sursum Quarter. Cormire was getting back in the field now. And moving up to third and wider out was Gold Lottie, being followed by Giraji, one off, and Minogue on the rails. 2 lengths further away, Cormire, which is deep, followed by Sapphire Flash and Arboretum. 3 wide, Geiger Gold from Smooth as Silk, Lucky Punch, Tully Thunder. Well back in the field, She's Archie. Last in the race at the moment, Embraceable You, and the Mighty Lions was out 3 wide towards the tail. It's Gorgeous Guru going over the 1800 crossing. 2 in front of Gold Lottie and 2 away third, Cormire. A length further back on the inside was Minogue. 3/4 of a length to Giraji, and 4 away came Cormire, followed by Sapphire Flash. Then Arboretum, who's in the middle, and wider out around them was Geiger Gold, followed by Lucky Punch. Well back, Smooth as Silk. The Mighty Lions taking off 3 wide. Tully Thunder third last. They're strung out, these. She's Archie second last, and last of all is Embraceable You. Well, Gorgeous Guru setting a good clip in the SA Oaks at the 1400. She leads by 3 to Gold Lottie, and 3 away Sursum Quarter. 2 further back, Giraji, a length and a half to Minogue, and 3 away Cormire, followed by Sapphire Flash, and then came Geiger Gold, Arboretum, Lucky Punch, the Mighty Lions. Smooth as Silk, Tully Thunder third last. Give the leader about 15, being followed by She's Archie, and last is Embraceable You. 1100 metres to go, and the pilot is Gorgeous Guru. She leads by 3 lengths on Gold Lottie, and 2 away came Sursum Quarter, being followed by Giraji, and then Cormire. Minogue on the insides had a good run, and then came wider out Geiger Gold, followed by Sapphire Flash. The Mighty Lions improving, going with it Arboretum, followed well back by Lucky Punch, and then came Smooth as Silk, who's well back in the field from Tully Thunder. Then She's Archie, and last is Embraceable You. Gorgeous Guru about to be taken on fully now by Gold Lottie, who's got up on the outside. 3 away, Giraji, and Minogue coming into it, followed by Sursum Quarter. Then right around the outside, Tully Thunder goes by the Mighty Lions, which is not making any ground. Off the track, Arboretum's trying to improve, and ahead of it, She's Archie's coming home well. On the corner in the SA Oaks at the 400, and Gold Lottie went to the lead from Tully Thunder. She's Archie's made good ground with her, and then came Minogue just battling, and further back down the outside, Embraceable You. The Mighty Lions not in the race at the 200. Tully Thunder hit the lead from Gold Lottie. She's Archie's after Tully Thunder, as she was in the Australasian Oaks. It's She's Archie coming at Tully Thunder. She's Archie on the outside, went to the lead from Tully Thunder, who fights back. She's Archie, Tully Thunder. She's Archie's 1.5 head. Tully Thunder second, 4 away third, Gold Lottie, and then came the Mighty Lions. Arboretum, Cormire followed in. Well back to Minogue from Embraceable You, Sapphire Flash, Geiger Gold, then Giraji, Gorgeous Guru, Lucky Punch, Sursum Quarter, and Smooth as Silks come in a long last, in fact, in 2:42 and 13. She's Archie, the biggest win